What's up, Crusaders? It's episode 14, and this week we're doing chips and salsa.
None of you are prepared.
Yeah, Greg, you got something to say? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, this is an important service announcement. Get me in real close there, yeah. I just want everybody to know I really like chips and salsa.
Yeah, buddy, I'm pretty sure the viewers could have figured that one out.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yep. We got it, pal.
Yeah, just making sure.
We got it. This week we're doing chips and salsa. What are the judgments? So we are judging both chips and salsa this week. Of course, salsa, heat, 1 out of 10. Flavor, 1 out of 10. And the combination. Now, I am going to try my best to try each of the salsas with the 3 different chips. I don't know how that's going to go. We're flying by the seat of our pants.
I like it. I'm into it. Enough waiting. Let's get it on.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered. Every good Boy Scout comes prepared.
You are the man.
All right, boys and girls, it's episode 14, Chips and Salsa. Let's do this.
All right, let's just dive in here. This week's double feature includes created in 1949 and currently standing as the #1 tortilla company in the United States. Here comes Mission Tortilla chips. Made from white corn, this authentic chip comes crunchy, crispy, and full of flavor. We welcome Santitas White Corn Tortilla chips. With absolutely no preservatives and made from yellow masa, this salty treat is perfect to enjoy by the handful. Serving up the flavor is Calidad Corn Tortilla chips. With a powerful list of ingredients and the magic of sweet corn, this salsa comes in mild but plays it hot. Returning to the stage, it's double take aces and eights. Combining honest flavors with only a handful of ingredients, this refreshing green concoction is sure to please. Bringing the verde, it's La Fundidora Fresca. Entering the ring with smoking hot flavors, this fiery red salsa will make your mother proud. Let's see if you can handle Joe Mama's smoking hot mama.
Man, Greg, loaded table this week. Holy cow. Look at all this good stuff.
I have never been more excited in my entire life.
A little fun Thanksgiving holiday nonsense. Oh man, we are living Greg's biggest fantasy here.
You sure are.
All right, lads and lasses, here we go. Let's see how this works. This is Chips and Salsa, episode 14 of Will It. So, naturally, we're going to start with, as best we can by opening these, and not being an absolute mongoloid about it. There we go.
Hey, are you sure you bought enough?
Yes, I know it's a lot of chips, but hey, I can eat a lot of chips. So, to start us off, before we try any of our salsas, today's chips are Mission Santitas, and then Calidad. So, I've had some of these before, but I'm excited to try them again. Let's dive right into our first salsa, which of course is Double Takes Aces and Eights Sweet Corn Salsa. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of corn salsas. I don't know if you are, but let's see what's in here today. We have, of course, corn, tomatillos, red bell peppers, some crushed tomatoes, garlic, lime juice, white vinegar, tangerine vinegar, jalapeno, salt, green onion, cilantro, good stuff. All right. I wanted to initially kind of pour these out onto the plates, but I kind of just look a little tacky, so we're going for this just right out of the deal. This is Aces and Eights Double Take, and we're going to try it first with a Mission chip. All right, so of course the judgments, we're going to try, see them both. Ooh, cheers, everybody. All right. Well, right away, it's nice, it's acidic. Corn is This is pretty good salsa. Chips are good. Nothing wrong with the chips. A little salty, nice. Pretty different for tortilla chips. Kind of fun. Oh.
Hey, I want some of those.
Oh, Greg, of course.
Come on, man, I'm dying over here. Do not ignore the dragon.
Yeah.
Man, you were making me nervous there for a second.
Greg needs his bowl of chips too.
Yeah, just fill her up, pal.
Yeah, I got you covered, Greg. Here you go, buddy. All right, and then the last one. Okay. Well, I can tell you I'm a big fan of this salsa. Bright, acidic, very mild spice. The heat is super low. We could break out the Wally scale for this. 0.2 or a 0.3 maybe. Very, very low on the scale. Flavor, boy. Flavor's really nice. This has got all sorts of good kind of citrus notes. You get some lime. The tomato's great. The corn is nice and sweet. Does everything it says it's doing. Oh man, I'm struggling here. It's really tasty. Boy, I could eat a lot of this. Man, can we start off with a 7? Goodness, for flavor. Oh man, I think I have to. This is really, really tasty. I would love if this was just a little hotter, if I'm being honest, then I would really, really, really rate it high. But boy, this is a great salsa. How good is it with the chips? It's great. I think I'm gonna rate the chips at the end. But so far so good. They're all pretty good brands of chips. This is great. How good is it on the chips? Of course it's good. How good is it with the two? Boy, I'm gonna eat a lot of this. I don't know. I kind of have to give this like an 8. Whoops. Yeah. You get this lovely blend. You get the tomatillo. Boy, what a start. Goodness gracious.
It kind of seems like you got a good one there.
Yeah, I am loving this, Greg. That is, boy, that's awesome.
If I'm being honest, I think you're gonna have to change the rating system. Not really working.
Yeah, I think I am too, buddy. I think I'm gonna have to change the last one. We're gonna do heat, we're gonna do flavor, and I think the last one is how much of that could I eat in one sitting? Well, on a score out of 10. Oh man, it's like an 8. I could eat a huge amount of that. So, that's what our last judgment is gonna be for today. How much of the jar can you eat in one setting? I could eat almost all of that in one sitting. That's how good that is. Chips and salsa, yes! There's no punchline this week. I like chips and salsa, man.
You and me both, brother.
Woo! God, man, Greg, we're looking kind of fantastic. We're doing salsa and chips. Blah. Oh, speaking of pants, Greg, I'm gonna have to loosen the belt up a little this week. This one might be rough. All right, finished licking my fingers off screen.
You wanna top me up there, buddy? Thanks.
Oh, great.
Can't be slacking now.
Yeah, I know about you. I got you covered. Okay, salsa number 2 for today is La Fundidora. Small batch salsa, artisanal. What do we got? The Fresca. So this is their Fresca fresh and vibrant Serrano chili. Ooh, kind of exciting about that. What do we got? Ooh, a very small ingredient list. This is tomatillos, white onion, Serrano chilies, cilantro, and salt. Hey man, that's an honest ingredient panel. Good on them. So I think we all know exactly how this is going to taste, but let's see how well it's executed. All right, La Fundidora, let's give this a try. This is salsa number 2 for today. Ooh, what was on there? Oh yeah, tomatillos. Oh yeah, this might be just a great green. All right, we're gonna start, we'll go the opposite. We're having so much fun. Let's just go the opposite right now. Let's kind of figure this out here. Yeah. Okay. Yep, they're relying almost exclusively on the tomatillo for the acidity. Okay. This is very different from the first one, which is great. This feels super authentic. I think the ratings are going to be pretty vastly different here. I was almost expecting a little more heat out of this, but Okay. Yep. So we're at about a 2 out of 10. We're at about a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. This is super pleasant. Super pleasant on the tongue. Not nearly as acidic as you think it would be. The tomatillos are very roasty. The salinity is pretty nice. The cilantro is kind of muted. This feels homey in the best way. This feels very humble in the best way. This is a pretty honest salsa, I think. The flavor, okay, so 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. Flavor is muted. These are muted flavors. The tomatillo is the most present thing, and the serrano's kind of in the background, given its heat. You get a little bit of the cilantro, and you get the salt. How much of this could you eat in one sitting? A ton. But I find myself almost wanting an additional flavor from this. This is really a good salsa. This is something I would put on tacos immediately, on a burrito immediately. Something to give a lovely flavor to something else. This by itself is really nice with the chips. I'm actually starting to form some opinions on the chips. This is really nice, but I feel like this is a wonderful accent to something. I'm almost getting the salt more from the chips than I am from the salsa. I'm almost getting the interaction more than the salsa. This is so reserved and so muted. But a big spoonful of this and some sour cream.
Yeah. Talk dirty to me.
Oh, I know, buddy. Oh, I know. Or on a burrito, or on a taco. That's where this is gonna shine. This is a honest, humble salsa that I'm very glad I got to try. I would love to try some other things from them and see kind of what else they got going on. This is a great number 2 salsa. I really enjoy this actually. La Fundidora, pretty cool. Yeah, can't wait to put this on some other stuff. I like chips and salsa.
We like chips and salsa.
Yeah, exactly what the body needs at noon. A whole bunch of chips and salsa. Yeah. This week we're doing chips and salsa, and I'm super stoked about it. Apparently I'm not. Woo!
Quite the specimen, isn't he?
Jesus.
Hang in there, buddy. Get it all out. Care to top me up, champ?
Yeah, I got it. Can't believe how fast you eat these. Right. All right.
Refill.
What? Greg, these are bad for your health.
Not having these is bad for your health.
I just filled this bowl. Man, you do like chips as well. Holy crap. But it's hard to judge a guy. All right, lords and ladies, here we go. It's salsa number 3.
Salsa number 3.
Salsa number 3. All right. For number 3, we have Joe Mama. It's Joe Mama salsa. Extra hot. Smoking hot mama. These names are great. With ghost peppers. In here we have, of course, tomatoes, sweet and hot peppers, vinegar, water, onion, sugar, cilantro, garlic, citric acid, ooh, interesting, salt, liquid smoke. Wow. Okay. All right, Joe Mama. All right.
Actually sounds pretty fun.
All right, I saved this one for last, just to get some heat from it. I'm really hoping this one kind of kicks my butt a little bit. Let's try Joe Mama's smoking hot mama. Sometimes the jokes just write themselves. Well, you can definitely taste the liquid smoke. Boy, that's so interesting. What an unusual inclusion. I don't dislike it. You know I'm a barbecue guy.
We are definitely barbecue guys.
We are both barbecue guys. Interesting. Now, first things first, is it smoking hot? No, but it's definitely the hottest. There's definitely some heat on my tongue. It's really pleasant. Might be a 3. That's kind of a creeper. You can definitely get some sweet peppers out of this. I mean, their ingredient label is a little goofy, but they're being pretty honest right now. It's a good salsa. This is the least acidic of all the salsas on the table. It is the most spicy. It might be a 3.5. Let's just put a 3.5 on it. The tomatoes lovely. The sweet and hot peppers are lovely. The liquid smoke, I'm struggling with. I don't know if it needs it, but I don't hate it. The flavor is, I'm struggling with the flavor here. I want to like this. I want to love this. But it's closer, believe it or not, it's closer to a barbecue sauce than it is a salsa, in my opinion. Let's give this a 5. This is, boy, I'm struggling with this one. What do I think of you? How much would I eat of you? A lot. This is another really high score. This is like a 7.5. I would sit down and eat a ton of this jar. Just motoring. I could definitely see this on tacos, on a burrito, on some rice. Like this on some grilled chicken. Nice rice and bean platter. This on fajitas would be really, really good. It adds a smoky layer to it that I'm associating as barbecue. If you are a fan of barbecue, if you're a fan of barbecue flavors, well, this one might be for you. The heat level is really pleasant. This is really this is where I want a salsa to be at. About a 3.5, I could eat this whole thing and I'm starting to salivate a little bit. It's doing everything I want for the heat level. Flavor, it's just a little too far away from salsa. I'm gonna stay with the 5. I could eat a ton of this though. 7.5. Eventually, I feel like my mouth would get kind of cloying with the smoke, kind of overwhelmed. But as an initial taste, as the first taste from old Joe Mama, that's a pretty good salsa. Well, kind of fascinating. There are 3 chips on the table, 4 if you're counting, but what are my opinions on the chips? I can't believe I'm going to say this. I came in with the expectation that the Mission chip, which I've had before, was going to be my favorite. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe it. Let's do very quickly a quick judgment scale for the chips. How salty are they? How crispy are they? And how satisfying is the mouthfeel? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's start with Mission. Salty, about middle of the road. 4 out of 10. Crispy, they're kind of thin. In comparison, flavor's nice, no problem with the flavor. They're kind of not as crunchy as I was expecting. Maybe a 3 out of 10. And the mouthfeel, fine. Let's say a 5.5 out of 10. Okay, let's go to Santitas. Salt. 6 out of 10. Saltier for sure. Crunchy. Definitely a crunchier chip. 6 out of 10. Mouthfeel. A 7? This is really good. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's crunchy. It holds itself. There's a very nice mouthfeel. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's salty. That's a good tortilla chip. Wow. Okay, last but not least, Calidad. Salinity, less. 5 out of 10 for salinity. Crunchy, 5 out of 10 for crunchy. Good mouthfeel, yeah. 6.5. I can't believe I'm saying this, but my personal favorite on the table today is Santitas White Corn, followed by the Calidad, and last place, I can't believe it's a Mission chip. I would have never expected that. Never in 100 million years. But that's what these tests are for. You learn something new every damn day. Wow, Greg. I can't believe you ate this whole bag while we were filming this.
What? I like chips.
Yeah, I guess you really do.
Might have to grab another bag.
Well, that was episode 14, lords and ladies. Thanks so much for joining us. If you like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope to be doing chips and salsa again in the very near future.
I will make this happen.
Yep, I'm gonna have to. We're both big fans. So, thanks so much. I'm gonna put a link below in the description to all the salsas and the chips that we've tried today. Can't wait for Thanksgiving. Can't wait to keep sharing these episodes. I'm gonna go eat a whole bunch of salsa. So, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe out there.
I'll make it happen.